So it seems we could have a precedent now set for large gatherings. And this is something that I've been saying previously regarding protests, which have been handled so incredibly well by police. What I said was that just because you're going to a protest does not mean that you are all together. If you keep within the guidelines, then you cannot or should not be picked on for being part of a larger group. Well, okay, you can because police don't really care and don't want to listen, but when it hits the CPS or goes to court, the burden of proof placed on the police will likely not be enough to find you guilty. A £10,000 fine was issued by Lincolnshire police and later rescinded after a police arrived at a house party with up to 100 people in attendance, which, after further investigation, revealed the large gathering was in fact a number of small gatherings and not a single pre-arranged party. Police broke up the party, no doubt after a local collaborator called them to grass them up last month. Lincolnshire police say that they had no choice but to issue the fixed penalty notice at the maximum level of £10,000. However, due to evidential difficulties, the force have had to drop the charges. Chief Constable Chris Harwood said the fixed penalty notice have been issued in good faith. But, he said, further investigation revealed it was not a single pre-arranged party. It was in fact a number of people within the same accommodation building having individual parties. He added it was an evolving situation that led to a large number of people drinking and socialising within the accommodation at the same time. Now, it's important to note that although £10,000 penalty was rescinded, police say that a number of smaller penalties were in fact issued in its place for breaches of COVID regulations. I assume, although I have no proof, that this was due to people from other households being at the location too. And this is where people need to start using their heads a little bit more. Party or protest, if you follow the regulations, then there's little the police can do. Parties are likely to see you issued with an £800 penalty notice if there are more than 15 people in attendance, which of course makes no sense whatsoever, as I'm sure old Coroni isn't exactly hiding in the bushes outside, waiting for the 15th person to attend before diving through the front door and infecting everyone, which clearly points to this being a money-making exercise rather than a public health one. Protesters are only allowed to protest in groups of two. Therefore, if you hear of a protest taking place, providing you or your other one person arrange your own protest, even if it's at the same venue and for the same thing, and you can evidence that one of you arranged your own protest, for example, a few words written on a laptop in an email describing what you and your other one person are going to do that day and even why you and your one other person are protesting, then the police are going to find it much harder to prove that you're actually there as part of a larger gathering. Staying 2 metres apart from other groups of two will also help to make the burden of proof harder for police, and it means that the protest, or petition as it should be called based on the Bill of Rights, will take up far more space and cause not only more disruption, but will mean the police will be spread thinner. Remember, this is all about using the tools that they use against us, against them. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.